Hi again, everyone. So it's Saturday again. I'm going to try to post every Saturday, but I still haven't heard back from the weight loss clinic on a surgery date. So fingers crossed, I will hear back this upcoming week. It is Labor Day here in the States, and a lot of people are traveling. They're going to amusement parks and things like that. Well, I wanted to talk about some of the things you can't really do when you're super morbidly obese like me. I want to talk about some of the struggles, I guess you can say. Finding clothes. Finding relatively cute clothing that doesn't make you look like you're older than 50, 60 years old, and doesn't just look like a sack, like a potato sack on you. It's very hard. I'm lucky I found a couple shirts at Torrid that fit me. 2 years ago, that wouldn't have happened. They wouldn't have fit. Going to amusement parks, you can go, but you can't ride any of the rides. Walking is a struggle. I'm starting with the more superficial struggles, and then I'm going to get into the more of the health struggles that come along with being super morbidly obese. Very clearly, none of this is scripted. I'm just going off what I've been wanting to talk about. And truthfully, I don't know what to stare at. Do I stare at the camera? Do I stare at the screen? I'm probably staring at myself the whole time talking because, yes. Going to amusement parks, going to fairs. The most you can do at a fair is eat. And honestly, when you're super morbidly obese and you need to lose weight, yes, going to a fair and walking around and playing the games and things of that nature is a good idea. Yes, if you can handle the walking around an amusement park, or walking around excuse me, or walking around a fair or a carnival, do it. By all means, do it. But try to avoid the snack booths. Try to avoid, funnel cakes, caramel apples, because all that is just sugar. It's just sugar. And I know that sounds kind of dumb coming from someone my size, but this is just things that I've personally struggled with. Bathing. When you're as big as I was, bathing is a struggle. You don't really fit in a normal sized bathtub. It's too small. You risk getting stuck. You risk not being able to stand back up. And that's embarrassing, having to call 911 stating, oh, well, I'm morbidly obese and I went to take a bath and I'm stuck in my bathtub. I need help getting up. I've never personally had to deal with that, or fitting in a shower. Standing when you're super morbidly obese sucks. It hurts your joints. It hurts your back, your breathing. One thing I've personally noticed is that each morbidly obese person carries their weight differently. Some carry it in their hips and their legs. Some carry it in their abdomen and their stomach. And I'm personally one of the ones that I carry my weight in my abdomen. Most of my weight is in my stomach. And finding pants that fit or finding shirts that fit is very hard. Now, the jeans I'm wearing now, I will classify as my fat jeans. These aren't the pants that I wore when I was the biggest, because those are elastic band black pants. I have about 5 or 6 different pairs of these same pants. I believe they are a size 40 or a 44. I'm not sure. All of them are in the laundry room because I'm doing laundry. But I can still fit those because they just hang on me. They are my lounge pants. They are my comfy pants. They are the pants that I, 9 times out of 10, will wear around the house just to relax in now. Or I will take them with me when I go to the YMCA. If I'm just going home from the Y after, I will take those and put those on because they're comfortable. I will sleep in them sometimes. Now, sleeping when you're super morbidly obese, it is a challenge because you most likely have sleep apnea because of all the weight that is on your chest and pressing down on your lungs and your, throat and whatever when you're trying to sleep. Because a lot of super morbidly obese people, you notice they have a double chin like I do very clearly. Well, I thought for the longest time that I was sleeping sitting up because my back hurt when I slept. No, it's because I have sleep apnea. If it wasn't for being told that I have to take a CPAP, sleep apnea test, I probably would have never known. I would have run the risk of dying in my sleep because of this. And that's a scary thought. I will wake up quite a few times in the night and I don't get the best sleep that I should. And because of that, I find myself napping during the day. I'm very clearly yawning right now. That's either from the fact that I'm not getting enough oxygen to my brain, breathing, whatever, or it's just my sleep. Oh, let's see, health issues. For someone my size, I am relatively healthy. When I say relatively healthy, I mean I'm not diabetic. I don't have high blood pressure anymore. When I was at my max, I was on high blood pressure medicine. I'm not going to lie and say I'm not, because I was. And I took that because I had to. Because I let myself get this big. And I shouldn't have. I guess I said that in my last video. I'm probably repeating myself. I'm sorry if I am. But I shouldn't have let myself get this big. And I did. Just because I am relatively healthy now doesn't mean next year I won't have a heart attack or I won't have a stroke because of my weight. It doesn't mean that right now my heart is healthy. Right now my heart is being squeezed by fat. And it's a scary thought to think that in 5 years I could die at 33, 34. I have dreams, I have aspirations, I have things I want to do with my life. If you would have told me when I was 20, 21 years old that I was doing this, I would have laughed at you. I would have told you, no, I'm not going to do it, because I was scared. Because I was in a place in my life where I was comfortably blind. I was blind to my struggles. I was blind to the fact that I was slowly killing myself with food. Yeah, you can do that. Food addiction is a real thing. Because the way I see it is, food is there for you when no one else is. Food doesn't talk back. Some of my favorite things in this world are chips and salty snacks. I can sit here when I'm gaming and just eat handfuls of them. And they're not good for you. They're not good for me. Especially they're not good for me as someone who is as big as I am. So I try to cut them out the best I can. I'm not gonna lie and say that I haven't had self-control issues when it comes to eating, because I have. Very clearly I have. And it's one of the first steps I've noticed in healing myself and losing weight is admitting that I had a problem. And I will fully admit that. I will sit here and say, I have a problem. One of the things that I also personally struggle with is walking. My back hurts, my knees, my hips, my feet will hurt, and my breathing, oh my gosh. When I was at my heaviest, I could not walk the 20, 30 some, I'm not exactly how far it is, from my room to the living room couch without being out of breath. I could hardly talk. Just sitting there breathing, I would stop breathing and grunt because of that. And it's scary to think that I was just sitting there slowly killing myself. I told my family one day, I said, now that I've started to lose weight, and I only go to the refrigerator now basically to get water, or if it's late at night and my sleep pattern is skewy, instead of fixing myself, you know, some boiled eggs, I will grab a Greek yogurt or a protein shake. One of my personal favorite protein shakes is the Fairlife Core Power Protein. I get 26 grams of protein, and as long as I drink that slowly, I'm good. But I never noticed just how many times I was opening that refrigerator door when I was at my heaviest. And I don't want to use food as a crutch. It's not something that I want to do anymore. I want to find other coping mechanisms. Oh, let me see. I'm trying to think. You know, I also suffer from, because of my weight, I also suffer from acid reflux. I found out in May that I have a hiatal hernia. Hopefully, when it comes time for surgery, my doctor will be able to repair it. It's not uncommon for a morbidly obese person to have a hiatal hernia because the weight is just kind of pushing on your esophagus. But I'm just babbling in this. I'm basically gonna babble in these, and yeah. But I found on my computer, I found videos I did in 2015, 2016 when I was at my heaviest, and you can clearly see there's a difference between then and now, which I will gladly post on the Facebook page that I made. I will put a link in the bar below to that Facebook page. But I'm going to keep going with these. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to try to post once a week. So yeah, I feel like I've been babbling and everything like that. I apologize for yawning so much. Like I said, because I do have sleep apnea and I don't have a CPAP machine yet, I'm not sleeping very well. And when I took my titration appointment back in July, the mask I was using made me feel like I was being strangled or suffocated. And hopefully I will be able to get used to that, because this is something I need to live. Yeah. I don't know what else to say in this video, so I'm going to cut it off here. I'm not going to tell you to like, to subscribe, all of that. Do if you want, I guess you can say. But I hope all of you have a wonderful Labor Day. And have a wonderful week, a wonderful weekend whenever you're watching this. And to anyone out there who is going on their own weight loss journey, you're not alone. If you feel the need to talk to someone about it, or you want some of the tips and things that I've personally done to lose weight, just message me on the Facebook page that I'm going to list below, and I'll let you know the things that I've done. But I hope all of you have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, whatever.